Loot Crate was created to share the joy and excitement that comes with opening up a Christmas present or browsing a friend's swag bag from Comic-Con. It is our distinct pleasure to bring you epic loot every month and introduce you to great brands/products. You're also a part of an awesome community which you can engage and interact with in between shipments. We value your feedback and would love to hear any suggestions on how to improve your Loot Crate experience. Sincerely, Team Loot Crate.
So, let's do a video about something that probably has more competition on YouTube than anything else. Loot Crate. Yeah, this company is everywhere. I mean, not so much nowadays, but still, you do have dedicated channels to unboxing these things. And around about 2015, practically every single channel that was even slightly popular was getting free crates in exchange for reviews.
We'll call this box number 1.
We have a Hex Bug original.
Alright, so we got a super fine Loot Crate deck.
I don't know what this is.
The car in Gone in 60 Seconds, the Eleanor.
It's laid out like a comic book.
Bloody Funko Pop, seriously, aren't you guys sick of them yet?
I always remember thinking to myself, wow, I can't wait till Loot Crate get hold of me and offer me free boxes in exchange for reviews. Well, that time did eventually come, and when that time did happen, I turned it down. Why? Well, we'll get to why a little bit later on in the video. Yep, it was hard to escape Loot Crate back then, and even I, myself, somebody that loves gaming, movies, dabbles in comics and so on, was indeed a looter for a short while, and I gotta say, I taught myself to like some of the items found in these boxes. But like most, I either stopped or found a box that was a lot more niche to me. That being the Marvel Collector Corps boxes that were slightly more expensive, but 1, they came in every other month, and 2, were specific to one thing. That thing in this case was Marvel, to be more specific, Funko Pop Marvel stuff. Yeah, I built up a fairly decent collection of these things. Here they are in my old downstairs toilet, getting all smelly. The only reason I stopped was because they offered a spin-off Marvel Collector Corps box that wasn't going to be shipping to the UK. It was a one-off box at £100 originally, and the only way to get it in the UK was via eBay, and then it was even more expensive. And because of this, I said nope. And every time I took a dump in my downstairs toilet / Marvel Funko Pop shrine, I saw an empty hole where my exclusive Hobgoblin Funko should have sat. My full setup was no longer ever going to be complete unless I spent some seriously silly money on something that, in all honesty, I would think twice about spending a tenner on in your average shop. So I cancelled my subscription and sold the whole lot. Except for the ones that I couldn't get rid of. That is Morbius from the Spider-Man universe. He has a rare blood disorder, and he tried to fix that by injecting himself with vampire bat DNA. It was moments like this that made me realise I don't care about this at all. I'd never buy this, and like I said, I just completely cancelled my subscription boxes. To this day, I still get emails from Loot Crate trying to entice me back in, but the other day I got a very strange email from them, and when I opened it up, I saw that Loot Crate had started their very own crowdfunding website. And guys, my curiosity ran amok. I may not be interested in Loot Crate the service anymore, but still I do find the whole history of this thing rather interesting, and because of that, I've decided to look into Loot Crate's complete history, if you will, in this sort of Kick Scammer spin-off special. This is the rise and fall of Loot Crate and its crowdfunding future. Welcome to Slope's Game Room. However, one company I'm always willing to work with is, of course, Skillshare. Why? Because I use them myself. I've used them in the past for graphic design, I've used them in the past to boost up my social media presence, and I'm using them again right now to basically learn how to write a book a little bit better. Everything from the designing of the cover to getting, the whole structure of the book correct. All that sort of stuff can be found on Skillshare. Yes, I am actually starting my own book. I'm jumping onto that retro gaming bandwagon, and yeah, places like Skillshare are a great way to make sure I do it right first time. On the website that you can sign up to for free using my special link below, you will instantly have access to over 30,000 online courses in basically anything you're interested in, and a crazy amount of it. Like I said, if you guys go and click the link below, you'll be getting yourself 2 whole months completely for free. I highly suggest you go over there. Like I said, I've used it myself. It's used by so many other incredible YouTubers as well. They're a very reputable company, and yeah, I can't suggest it enough. Whatever you're into, you will find out to do it better on Skillshare. Matthew Aravello is who will be one of the main focuses for today. He was an only child, he was interested in technology, this pushed him into a love of gaming and consoles, and he was too obsessed with creating content. What sort of content? Well, pretty much anything. He was even an editor of his high school newspaper as well. And when all of these hobbies get pushed together, he found himself, as he left school, working with both Microsoft and Apple at different times, obviously, among other not as big technology companies too. Eventually, even though he strived in this technology-esque field, the life of working within a corporation got a bit too much for him, and he decided to go on it alone. He started a consultancy company, which later turned into a social media company, which he actually got to grips with very quickly, and he found himself teaching bigger companies how to promote themselves and their brands using social media. As time went on, his thirst for meeting new people that were in a similar headspace to him found him making another entrepreneurial buddy called Chris Davis, the other guy we're going to be focusing on. Chris was a lot more of a business guy. He was always interested in starting new business ventures and finding new ways to disrupt old business models by completely revamping the idea. And by chance, the two guys met near the end of 2012 at an entrepreneurial business weekend. At this particular event, people would pitch their ideas for new and sometimes out there business ventures, and the crowd would have 2 balls to put into the cup of the entrepreneurial ideas that they liked the most. Chris's idea was simply a monthly subscription service for geeks and gamers, which would essentially be like getting Comic-Con in a box, and Matthew was hooked. Now, apparently the rules for these new ideas were not far off what you would see in a show like The Apprentice. You got your new idea and nothing else. And within the next few days, you need to build up the entire business from scratch. I mean, I'm talking website, inventory, working out the costs, and all the other businessy stuff. As you would expect, the majority, if not practically all of these businesses don't actually go anywhere, and that's fine. The whole thing is mostly supposed to be for like-minded business people to meet and exchange ideas in the most obvious way possible by actually doing it. Chris had the business know-how and Matthew had the social media know-how, and because of this, only 48 hours later, they had 50 subscribers. This was no longer a business exercise. This whole thing had legs, and 30 days later, on the 20th of that month, the first ever crate in a standard white box stamped with the Loot Crate logo top left, that they came up with in the first 48 hours by the way, got shipped out. It apparently took the duo 8 hours to eventually get 220 boxes finished in Matthew's back garden, and that, ladies and gentlemen, was how Loot Crate began.
What's up everybody, my name's Chris and I'm here doing an unboxing video today for Loot Crate. For those who aren't familiar with it, Loot Crate is like a whatever of the month club geared towards geeks and gamers. So they basically putting items in these packages each month that are gamer toys or food or geek related toys, food, or other little products. You never know what you're gonna get. It's a different thing each month. And I received mine today via USPS in this nice little Loot Crate box. The Loot Crate stamp on the sides. And yeah, so I've actually ahead of time cut open the tape on this just to save that whole nonsense from the video. So let's go ahead and get to the opening.
When you open up the first ever crate, you were greeted with a card that obviously told you what was in the box on one side and a note from the team on the other.
We call August's crate Assemble, and it should be obvious by now why. Whether you receive Thor, or Iron Man, or a different epic clone, we hope you enjoy it for both your crime fighting needs and off the clock while taking some much deserved downtime. We also feature some of our favourite energy snacks this month, all of which fueled our late nights prepping to get this box out. We have links to help you find more of these products if you discovered something you can't get enough of.
So you've got this card with a looter number attached to the box, you got a piece of card with an exclusive bit of graffiti on it from the hip hop nerd, some turkey perky jerky, some porn energy chewing gum, some Jad's International cologne. In this example it's the Smash Hulk cologne, although you could have got the Mark 7 Iron Man cologne, the Worthy Thor cologne, or the Patriot Captain America cologne. You also got some Jolt energy chewing gum too, and a Domo keychain. Plus, on top of this, you also got a $20 gift card for Gentle Giant, which is essentially an online store that sells rather impressive statues and busts of all your favourite geeky franchises. Obviously, every single thing on this website is a good amount more than $20, but still, if by any chance you was going to get one of these, then the box would have paid for itself, as it was $13.37, or LEET plus shipping, bringing it slightly under $20 in total. And there you have it, the first ever Loot Crate. Was it good? It's really not my thing, in all honesty. Again, if you was going to get something from Gentle Giant, then your quid's in. But besides that, it's all crappy energy sweets and a Domo keychain that probably cost them no more than 20 cents. And that cologne, yeah, I think I'll pass on that one, mate. Regardless, it doesn't matter what I think, because as you will see in this upcoming montage, Loot Crate grew and grew and grew, and then some. Within weeks, the team at Loot Crate became more popular, showing up on popular blogs such as Geek.com and Wired. And as stated, August 2012 was the first ever box that was shipped out, followed by the second box in September of 2012, themed around 8-bit. In October of the same year, we got our first ever t-shirt to be added inside of a Loot Crate. This became the norm for many boxes after this. In February 2013, the old styled white boxes got changed up to the more well-known black and orange colour design. The following month was March's Cosmo box, and this was rather legendary as it was Loot Crate's very first Funko Pop. Moving on to May of 2014, the crates changed from being $13.37 each plus $6 shipping and went up to $29. Moving on again in February 2015, the share feature was implemented onto the website where you can refer a friend to get $7 off your next order. August 2015, the Level Up service was introduced where you could actually get yourself things like socks or even more exclusive t-shirts, because you know, we all want to wear stuff like this. And in November 2015, well, this was when all of the real issues actually started. Loot Crate expanded. The pick a crate option now let you choose from a standard Loot Crate and the Level Up subscription too, but you also got Loot Anime, Loot Star Wars, Loot Call of Duty, and of course Loot Pets, bringing us to the end of 2015. For me, and I'm sure plenty of people watching, everything up to this point was the golden age of Loot Crate. At the beginning of the next year, the company was ranked number 1 in Inc.'s fastest growing private companies list, and it looked like it was only going to get bigger and bigger and bigger from here on out. Because in just over 3 years, the company had gone from 0 subscribers, or looters if you will, to 650,000 of them. The 40% increase of the size of the business between 2015 and 2017 pushed the sales of these boxes up to $165 million in only 1 year. Considering this whole thing started off with just 2 guys in a back garden only a couple of years before it had blown up with over 280 employees during this time, and the 2 co-founders were actually still running the show. The perfect fairy tale of zero to hero happened right here. But sadly, even during the height of its popularity, the profits an organisation that grows this fast, this quickly, when nobody was expecting it to do so, were actually not all that great. We bit off a lot and everybody felt that. Trying to get all these different perspectives, skill sets and levels of experience to work together was probably harder than I ever expected it to be. As more looters came, investors forced Loot Crate to make cuts in an attempt to make that margin bigger for the company. They did, by laying off an entire quarter of the staff within the company, but at the same time, as more and more competition from other crates jumped on board to make a quick buck in this new nerdy subscription box arena, Loot Crate decided that the best thing to do to keep people happy and to stop them from moving away from their relatively trusted service was to offer even more crates. No longer did you have crates based on particular genres like anime and the more recent gaming, but now you have specific niche crates such as ones based on Harry Potter, Fallout, Star Trek, heck, even Vsauce had a crate. 27 different crates were going on at the same time during 2017 with a reduced amount of staff to work on them, to cut costs and to gain more profits for the company. However, now they are not needing to get bigger bulk orders on 5 or 6 items, but instead node out hundreds of items every single month to a subscription base, which in all fairness is still strong and most likely growing, but those looters have become a lot more spread out between the boxes, resulting in smaller quantities of exclusive Funko Pops being produced or whatever, meaning that they can't get the items as cheap, further reducing the profit margin. You see the problem here? What do? Do you hire more staff? Fire more staff, lose some of those crate subscriptions, or make more crate subscriptions? Every single one of these options have positives, but when looking at the full picture, they tend to have more negatives attached too. But that's Loot Crate's behind the scenes. What about its public image? Well, for a time, that was actually pretty good too. As stated, Loot Crate bloody loves giving YouTubers free crates. Ask most big time YouTubers that more than likely make a living on the platform like myself what the big earner for them is, and in most cases it's sponsorships and or Patreon. Loot Crate were quite lucky in the beginning regarding this, as they were not providing a service, they were giving away, well, loot. And for the most part, from the YouTubers that I've spoken to that did unboxings for the time, they didn't pay either, because they didn't need to. Loot Crate unboxings were a huge deal just a few years ago that got channels crazy amounts of views for practically no effort at all. Sure, some of the bigger ones definitely did get paid, but just think of the tens of hundreds of thousands of millions of views this company got in exchange for, well, whatever the cost of a Loot Crate box was for the company. I don't know, what, $5 tops? And I remember being quite interested in these videos myself, finding myself going over to the website, umming and ahhing whether I should become a looter myself. And during the height of the Guardians of the Galaxy at the cinema, when every annoying nerd was saying, "I am Groot," over and over and over, I, like many, saw the upcoming August 2015 crate called Heroes, a crate so incredibly popular that they made a sequel to it 11 months later, with the Loot Crate exclusive Groot Funko Pop, and I too got quite into them. This was a huge increase for the company, and that little plastic Loot Crate variant was, to be fair, bloody awesome for collectors. The shoe zapper thing was a bit crap, the turtle sunglasses were too, and that Mega Man air freshener and chimichanga magnet can get the hell out of here. But that Funko Pop, man, ooh, it was so good that it made the rest of the box actually seem pretty good too. But as you would expect, as time went on, those crap items started to shine a little bit brighter than the good ones. And even the good ones, I don't know if I would actually ever spend the best part of 20 quid on them either. And as stated, I moved away to a more niche crate. But I did continue to watch the unboxing to experience the thrill of opening these Loot Crates without actually opening them myself, spending the money, or having the crap at the end. And this happened for quite a few people, resulting in less people buying them, the channels becoming more popular, and Loot Crate themselves being forced to finally have to pay more of those sponsorships, again further reducing the profit margin. And on top of that, when those YouTubers got more used to opening up these crates themselves and their expectations started to level out, the positive reviews turned into funnier and more negative unboxings, and the image of the company started to dwindle with only the hardcore left. And with that, I think it's pretty obvious as to why the company went down. On August the 12th, 2019, the company announced that they were filing for bankruptcy and was laying off almost half of their employees. The filed documents show that the company owed a hell of a lot of money, and the recognisable ones that stand out include $468,650.97 to Marvel, $588,066.35 to Trendsetters, $1,036,305.80 to Facebook, and $1,477,205 to BioWorld merchandise. On top of this, backers were reporting boxes being late or not arriving at all, and many were experiencing duplicate items in those boxes too. It was a tough time for the company. However, on October 1st, 2019, looters were informed that Money Chest LLC were buying them out, with the majority of that funding coming from the toy company Nika. And here we are with the launch of Loot Launcher. This is Loot Crate's, or the Loot Company as they are now known, way of giving out monthly niche boxes to looters that actually want them. Similar to Hasbro's Hasbro Lab crowdfunding site, Loot Crate wants 3,000 backers to put down $49.99 plus shipping to get a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles themed crate. The same again for the Gremlins or Kid Robot crate. Only $29.99 for the board game and Dungeon Master crates. And most impressive of all is the Frank Kozik Heiju Battle Set crate for the best part of only $200. Finally, the legendary artist that is Frank Kozik is releasing his never before made Heiju vinyl figures, and again only 3,000 people need to back it. So far they've only got 6. And there you have it, guys. So far it only looks like it's going to be that turtle crate that gets funded, and even then only just. And for me, this one page right here shows us just how bad the niche crates have got. Sure, you can still get any of the original 29 crates available in the Simple Picker crate selection, which, well, I say get any, but like I said, there's plenty of reports of looters not getting theirs. The way I see it, the writing is on the wall, and that wall is Loot Launcher. So many other companies similar to this have ended it all, and heck, for a short amount of time, Loot Crate, easily the most popular of these geeky sub-boxes, died too. Can this new buyout save the company, or is it simply way too late? If you ask me, this page right here tells us everything we need to know. Hey there guys, thank you for checking out the video. It was a bit of an odd one for me, this. I wrote this when I was going through a few things, and you know, you never know what's going to come out when you just sit down, your mind's on other things, and you just need to turn off and just write a script. Well, this was one of those videos. But don't worry, I am actually working on a new complete history and 2 video gamey reviews as well that you'll see within the next, well, week and a half probably. But yes, firstly, let's give a massive shout out over to Larry Bundy JR, that guy you all think who, you know, I am. I'm not. Yeah, he provided some of the voice for this video quite a while ago, so thank you very much, Larry. Good man, good man. And yeah, also a massive shout out goes out to Skillshare. There'll be links down below in the description and that top comment if you want to support me by basically supporting your own growth by going over to Skillshare and learning whatever it is that you're interested in. So yeah, thank you to them, and to you guys too. There's an extra big shout out going to my Patreons, being Gary Pinkett, Mantis, That Retro Video Gamer, Ryan Burford, Andrew Dalton, Ben Jackson, Jonathan Hayward, Kevin King, Christopher Turnbull, Phil Lowlands, Rovan Army, Ryan Holtz, Retro to Next Gen, Hawk89, Dina Robertson Dunn, Adam Lefty Taylor, Intrigued Gaming, Tim Labonte, Asobi Quang DX, Tim Lum, Pixels.Limited, aka Samuel Victor, Red the Beard, Conrad Constantine, Pretendo Shadow64, Creamy Elephant, Casey Garner, Blitz Hedgie, King Link Reviews, Jim Knapp, Shadow Dial, Game Apologist, Chris Applin, Wobbles and Bean the Wonder Ducks, Ye Old Hamburglar, Dan Petit, Lucas Softail, Ronnie Method, SSWB, Solix Captor, Jeremy Rodriguez, Nick Pollard, Bram Perez, Marcus King Cut, Tyndall, The Geeky Dad, Richard Carter, aka Fantastic Dizzy, Todd Paul Float G, and of course, Petty Mew. If you guys want to get your name shouted out, get your name shown, come see what I'm working on, and all of that usual stuff, then please click the link that you see on the screen. Don't forget to subscribe, give the video a thumbs up, a thumbs down, whatever you prefer, and, well, that's enough from me. So this is DJ Slope signing out, and hopefully I'll see you all next time.
Let's go back to the beginning.